No eyeballs.
It's all right.
Are we on?
I think we're alive.
We are live.
We are live. Okay. All right. Let me. Can I get a screen so I can see us?
Can't let little things affect you, Brandon.
I'm not. I just I did need the screen on because this is taken up by Megan making money, and so I can't see. I can't see myself. Now I see myself, and my hair doesn't look good today.
It's disheveled.
You know what? Whatever.
It's good to see you, though.
It's good to see you too, Megan. How are you?
Good. I missed you.
No, you didn't. See you working hard down in Louisiana, going to Pelicans games with Mints. Have you figured out that's all you got to do for work?
Well, we had oysters too. Had happy hour when I had oysters.
Did you review them?
How do you like your oysters?
Anyway, but fried. Don't like them fried, which is, I know, very weird, but it feels like they're hot and like a hot ball of snot when they're fried.
Oysters Rockefeller. That's what I like.
Yeah, I think I tried the fried, and it wasn't for me.
I love fried oysters. I don't like raw oysters.
For the first time, like ever, like 2 days ago, the fried oyster, and it looks wild.
Where did you have fried oyster?
I didn't have it. It was the table next to us. It was right by our apartment.
Oh, is it your actual first time seeing it?
Yeah, I've always seen it on the menu. I've never actually seen it, and it looks.
No, everybody says when you go to New Orleans, get a fried shrimp po' boy, but that's fine. I think a fried oyster po' boy is better.
A lot of people like that. My grandpa liked that. I think it's an old guy thing.
Why?
That was a nice, like, subtle shot.
Like, I told you I missed you.
I don't think that was subtle at all. I think that was like a shovel to the face.
We usually don't take shots this early in the show, and it was a good one.
This show is brought to you by Pick Central, brought to you by the Barstool Sportsbook. It has it's the best place to gamble on sports. Has Barstool exclusives like picks and parlays from people like Brandon Walker, Big Cat, Dave Portnoy, and other much smaller, much more insignificant, much uglier personalities to follow or fade. You've got tons of ways to bet. You got daily odds boost, including the GPS. That's Marty's Good Players Score parlay and Megan's College Basketball parlay. We got one tonight, Megan?
We do.
Good. Live in-game bets, move the line plus teasers, and you got parlay plus to bet within same games or across sports. It's easy to navigate and use. You've got data and content to keep you informed. Easy and secure registration. More ways to deposit and withdraw. Download today and use code PICK to create an account on the Barstool Sportsbook. You get a $1,000 new player bonus. If your first bet loses, you get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. You must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Hello, Marty.
I'm trying to get this Liv guy.
Hello, Big Ev.
Hello, Brandon.
Hello to Rico Bosco.
Hello, Brandon.
I'll get to Rico in just a second. Ebo, we got to do some administrative stuff here. Show brought to you by Omaha Steaks.
Love that.
See that right down there. I have no show. I don't know how she did that. I was about to say
that was perfect timing, wasn't it?
That I have no sheet telling you, do I do that at the top or do I do that at some point during the show?
You do it at the top.
Do it at the top.
From here on out.
From here on out. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to do it right now.
Go ahead.
This show brought to you by Omaha Steaks. Spring is in the air. That can only mean one thing, and I am so excited. It's grilling season. It is getting grilling season. Now, not quite grilling season up northeast yet, but down south and pretty much everywhere else in the country, it's getting to be grilling season very, very, very.
Just deep clean mine. Got it all set up.
So I had to make a decision the other day. I'm moving to Chicago. You know what? I'll tell you about my grill later. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to spring into something delicious with their semi-annual sale. 50% off site-wide right now at Omaha Steaks. Grab all your favorites like perfectly aged tender steaks, ocean fresh seafood, juicy burgers, incredible air-chilled chicken, and decadent desserts. When you go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code PICKS, P-I-C-K-S, at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. It's the perfect way to get fired up and spring into something special. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com, use code PICKS at checkout. Take advantage of this deal. Now, when you break out the grill, Rico,
Yeah.
first time of the year, what's your strategy? Because my first grilling time of the year is I'm throwing everything. I'm going steaks. I'm going burgers. I'm going wings. I'm going
I didn't go nuts.
massive.
I just did chicken wings the other day.
Yeah.
Small amount just to get back in the thing. I was a little
Chicken
rusty.
wings, huh? Well, how about steaks, Rico?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, now that I have a discount code from Omaha Steaks, I will be ordering from Omaha Steaks.
Omaha Steaks ready to ship your order right away, and you're going to want to hurry because 50% off site-wide is only happening for a limited time, so don't miss your chance to save. Visit omahasteaks.com. Use code PICS at checkout and get an additional $30 off when you shop their semi-annual sale today. A minimum order may be required.
You have to put your grills up there? I know it's a stupid question.
Well, I mean, if it's if the high temperature is 32 degrees for 3 months,
You don't have like a garage?
We have covers.
we do
Oh,
covers.
I just kept the cover on.
Yeah, we put the covers
Oh,
on.
okay.
I grilled last
Took the
week.
gas tank out, obviously.
I had to make a tough decision. I like to keep about a $500,000 grill, right? But when I moved out of my last house, I didn't have room for it, and I gave it away. Huh?
How much?
$500 to $1,000.
I thought you said
I thought you said
$500,000
$500,000.
grill.
I was like, that contract's
I
ridiculous.
was like, that's ridiculous.
$500 to $1,000. A nice grill, a good.
You need a nice one.
You need a nice one, but I don't have a nice one right now. So I went to Lowe's and I bought me like a $200 kettle grill that is going to get me through this season. Until
Brandon, are you a charcoal grill guy or a gas grill guy?
gas is not a grill. That's not a grill.
So you want a big green egg?
No, yeah, whatever. But
Or like a Kong or
if
whatever.
anybody
this is.
says, "Are you a charcoal or gas grill guy?" then I don't consider them a man if they have a gas grill.
It's just like
Charcoal is a grill.
no,
You got a gas grill?
no, Rico, don't do that.
You're
Because
just cooking over a stove
gas
outside
is-
then.
Gas is great. Like propane, you're talking about.
I'm just cooking over a stove outside.
Yeah,
It's just easy.
I'm not fucking.
And
dealing with
you're like buying charcoal.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you're a
that's
fucking
loser move.
Here's the thing I don't like about charcoal.
loser move.
Yeah.
I'm cooking. Y'all are just you're cooking on a stove outside.
You're cooking like it's 1940.
Yeah, like
Just
just
cooking. No, I'm cooking like a
go
man.
like this.
Cooking like a fucking man.
Go like
What the
this
fuck are you
and
using
plop it on.
charcoal for? Yeah.
Sprinkling the lighter fluid in there, it always feels like you're tasting the lighter fluid.
No, you don't sprinkle
And you
lighter fluid.
taste
That's why you
fucking-
light it from the bottom. You
taste
use a
charcoal.
starter. Use a starter to do it.
I don't want charcoal.
Crazy.
I want to teach myself how to smoke.
This is
meats.
crazy.
I wanna be
I'm the
Megan
only
Bacon.
man in here.
No, you
you
just-
propane tank like a gentleman.
Useless things. You're doing.
Y'all are grilling. Y'all are stove topping.
We're grilling. It's a grill outside on the deck.
You're that idiot walking out of
Where's the smoke flavor?
walking
coming
out
from?
that Home Depot.
Where's the smoke
like
flavor
this
coming
or
from?
Smoke sometimes is not always the best.
Yes.
You
fact.
If you put
motherfuckers
your-
up here don't know how to grill. You goddamn New Yorkers are going to tell a fucking Southern man how to grill?
Yeah,
This is
we-
If you
bullshit.
put the propane on low,
Hold on,
like
Megan.
200, it
Hold on,
tastes
Megan.
good.
You just eat. You probably use like eating.
Megan,
Charcoal.
were you agreeing with me or yelling at me?
No, I was saying if you do turn the propane like super low, it can come off as like a smoked taste. I mean, you're not going to get
yeah.
the charcoal taste like you want, and I get that, but you also have to deal with like getting charcoal all over your hands.
Smoked is not
possibly
always
blowing
good.
your face.
I thought so you have a grill and then you have like a smoker. Like that's
Yeah,
like
if you want to
different
do a
things.
smoke and a smoker, you got to fucking like that's your day. Like your
Yes.
day is convinced.
I
it's
think we
only
should call
on that.
Ben.
I made
Hogs
out
for
with a
the
girl
cause,
smoke cigarettes. I
expertise.
threw up afterwards. Like smoke's not always for everybody.
I can't believe he's like dead serious with the charcoal.
Like obviously, I like charcoal. I understand. Like yeah, you think you're a man, you're putting rocks under there, but
It's
like
not- they're not rocks. First of all, I use lump charcoal. I use hardwood charcoal. I don't use the whatever they call them,
How about this fucking racket?
briquettes.
I worked down in Philly. This guy, like, when it started to get nice, 2 times in the summer and then maybe once again in the fall, he would smoke meat for everybody in the office or whatever, right? But it's basically a day off for the guy.
Yeah, no,
His
it
thing
is.
was he got to go out there and just stand at the grill for hours.
That's why I just said I want to teach myself how to
Francis-
smoke meat. I think it'd be
Francis
great content.
has been
He's
Hold
working.
on.
he's
Can
working a
I,
lot of
Booze?
people.
What's the
Mean
chat?
Girl.
What's the chat saying about this grill thing?
He's working a lot of people.
How do they? Which way are they falling?
A lot of people like smoking meats instead of charcoal or gas.
Okay, well
grill.
that's a different fucking
it's-
thing.
we're not talking
We're not talking about smoking.
City people use gas. Yeah, a lot of charcoal people too. So that's a point for you, Brandon.
50-50, it sounded like.
Yeah, everybody will say, "Oh, well, I prefer to smoke meat." Okay, first, you're talking about a 10-hour cook right there. That's a different level of cooking. That's a different commitment. I'm talking about if I need burgers or ribeyes or something, just throw it on the grill. Chicken wings, that's grilling. You guys, I don't think I've ever been angrier at this company.
Do we need to
I
have
will
a,
say a burger over charcoal does taste better.
I think what we should do is we should have Brandon grill an Omaha steak on a charcoal grill and have Rico grill a steak on a propane
Inside, you kill us
grill.
all.
No, outside.
It's like that
And we'll have a taste test.
episode of Parks and Rec where like Ron Swanson and Chris Traeger do the burgers, and
Yeah.
his is like a ground turkey burger, and Ron's is just meat and bread.
Well, there's also there's also the episode where he's gonna barbecue for everybody in the park, and he's got the big grill, and the guy comes over. You can't grill here, Ron, and he gives him the permit. I do what I want. Ron Swanson.
Oh, man.
That show's loaded, and I didn't get in.
What? What was that noise?
The double downs back in KFC. The KFC account fucking tweeted at me. I was excited.
Yeah, well, that was a good interjection there.
The double down?
There's no bread.
chicken.
It's 2 pieces of chicken on sides. They're great. No, they're great.
Yeah, all right. I'll try.
I like bread.
What was I saying?
All right, Marty.
Oh, Parks and Rec. I want to get into.
You
Because
never-
I love Aubrey Plaza, and then
It
obviously
takes
that.
a little while.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Have you tried? Let me tell you your problem.
Not really.
Let me tell you your problem. And this is, I tell this to everybody. If you really want to get into Parks and Rec, discard the first 2 seasons. Don't watch them. Start with season 3, episode 1. That's when Chris Traeger, Rob Lowe gets there. That's when Ben Wyatt gets there. 3, episode 1, and treat it as that's the entire series. You can go back and fill it in with the old episodes, but if you really want to watch Parks and Rec, I think it really starts season 3, episode 1.
You don't need to know anything about
I
it?
don't hate that.
You know a little bit.
The character development is good in the first 2 seasons because you do need to know like the type of like person like Leslie Knope is, just like how you need to know who Michael Scott was before you watch The Office, or else he just seems really fucking.
But
annoying.
I think you can drop in 3-1 and you learn about the characters almost immediately. Like I don't think they're very.
No, they're pretty easy to get along with, but I do like John Ralphio and his sister probably the best.
That's why I like Always Sunny.
Got off on a
Money,
technicality. Yes, hi.
Yeah, so I put a poll in the chat. Is it grilling if you use a gas grill? 62% say yes, with 233 votes reporting.
That's why this country's going to hell. That's why we're going to lose a major war soon. That's why this country's going to hell.
I don't think it's the grills. I think it's the guys manning the grills.
Exactly, Rico. Exactly.
Also, we did this war thing. You guys got your asses kicked. We ran this back already.
That was 200 years ago.
Yeah, well, you lost.
Well, I'm glad we lost. Our side needed to lose. He's talking about the Civil War, Marty. I think I hate it here. Have we talked about anything yet?
I'm going to go get my charcoal and fucking get it all over me. Look like a man. What do you fucking put a little eye black on your eyes when you do it?
Or do any of you get this somehow on my algorithm? I don't know why, because I don't follow them. I don't like them. The prison cook thing pops up on my thing all the time.
I love prison
TikTok.
cooks.
Surprised
I like
that your
You
algorithm
don't?
it suggests prison. Your algorithm must know some things.
Who knows? But yeah, I don't like it. I don't.
Men of Honor.
Yeah.
You did that yesterday.
Yes, I did.
How'd that go?
It's pretty good. He weaseled his way out of, or I don't say weaseled, that's a bad word. Wiggled his way out of describing a flare screen.
Mm-hmm. That's what you were trying to make him do?
Yeah, it's pretty basic. That's like an entry level test, but yeah.
So you're saying he doesn't know ball?
No, you can know the game without it, but yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. It's we were talking about it's different ways, I guess, to skin a cat. Speaking of prison, but you I just happen to watch the game a lot. You can pick up a lot of things there. He's more into the numbers, studying players, shit like that. So
did you guys
pretty
dissect a cat?
No.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
had
did
to dissect
too.
a cat
We just
and
did
a
frog.
fetal pig.
Fucking was crazy. Like skinning the cat,
cat
was one of
was
the most disgusting
insane.
things I've ever
We
done.
just did like
in my
owl
life.
pellets.
We did a frog.
We did a
I
cat.
did a baby
frog.
pig and a cow. I mean a cat.
Cat was scary.
I would not like to dissect a cat.
Yeah, I didn't.
lot.
I don't like cats, but I didn't enjoy it.
It smelled so much like formaldehyde. It was so bad.
Yeah.
But I did like anatomy. Great class.
Think you'll do Men of Honor again?
yeah, probably.
No.
Not you, Megan.
No, I know. I was just answering Rico's question.
Ineligible for Men of Honor.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have balls.
All right. Marty? You were going to talk about the Francis thing.
Well,
And
no,
I
it
interrupted
was,
you.
Francis was just talking
That
to
was really funny.
the producer of Mean Girls for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he's trying to get those clips or trying to get that footage to do
should.
something with.
Very.
I mean, with
it'll be
that being
very
like a
It's just hold on. It's just a wild fucking thing to do. Like
He's being censored.
we all work here. We all work here together, right? But if I ask you to come on my show, I'm asking you to give me an hour of your time that you could be using to do anything to further the Marty Mush brand. If I ask you to come on and then I'm like, Marty sucked, I'm going to delete that. That's wildly disrespectful.
And then they use this. He just re-recorded and
That's
used the same
the
thing.
funny part. They keep like they say it but dance around it. He basically left, and they're like, all right, like we got to re-record.
Yeah, yesterday on the rundown.
It wasn't like they sat on it for a night. They immediately were like, that's done.
I don't think they get how disrespectful that is. That's just like spitting on it.
They basically said like our brand won't like what Francis had to say. I know how Francis is just gonna say it all out loud soon, and we'll all know what happened. Which
He's explained. It just seemed to me like he was just far too rational.
Like he was giving the wrong answers.
He's rational.
That was from what the answers he explained. That was what it sounded like.
Fair enough, but
he wanted more like dumbed down.
Here's the thing.
Answers.
I feel like we're sitting on the edge of a volcano because Francis is simmering.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Francis is simmering with rage right now.
When I said 20 minutes, he was on the couch over there for 20 minutes talking to her, and then also talked to her.
While they're over here.
Yeah, and he's gonna get that footage.
He's a way more rational Frank in what he's doing in the past couple of days because he's talking to anybody about it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Francis, how about this weather? You believe they fucking deleted it? Like, it's on his mind. And I like Francis a lot, but it's definitely on his mind. Like, Frank the other day, like, same shit. Frank's complaining about what Frank's going to complain about. He's just Frank listens when you end speaking to what he could say. Like, the whole time, it might as well just be white noise.
I just, these people on Twitter, the convenience of gas. I put a Twitter poll out. The convenience of gas is hard to beat. Let me tell you something. If I'm grilling, I ain't worried about convenience. I'm throwing three. I'm planning my week around my grilling.
That's hard.
That's why grilling.
Imagine not being able to just grill on the spot.
When I would wake up on a, I'd wake up.
Gotta have some discipline. Y'all gotta have some.
Oh, when there's nothing better
I
as
feel like grilling.
I'm 23. I was 23. I wake up on a Saturday, be like, all right, boys are coming over. It's nice out. I'm getting steaks, burgers, hot dogs, putting it on the grill quick, and we're all just drinking outside all day.
This week, for example, I know Sunday afternoon I'm grilling. Saturday, I will go to the grocery store and I will buy so many meats and everything. And on Sunday, about 3 o'clock, I'll start the charcoal. About 4 o'clock, I'll start what?
You have a family.
Yeah.
You use grilling to get away for a little bit.
No, I use grilling.
We
1,000%.
We just
talk to me.
And that's not anything to do. You don't like you. It's just like, let me get a little second outside.
With us,
like if you
obviously
cigarettes.
There's occasions where you do plan, but also like on a Saturday afternoon, like back when I was like living at home, my dad would be like, "Hey, like you want a burger? I'm gonna slap a couple on the grill."
Yeah, quick.
Boom. 10 minutes later, come out, cheeseburger's done.
Now, gas grills are no flavor.
Problem with gas.
It's phenomenal.
Problem with gas though. Did you guys have a problem with the starter?
Yeah, sometimes it's hard.
No, all the time.
Sometimes I've
that
had
motherfucker doesn't go, dude.
had some struggles.
And then gotta. The best is like it's crazy too. Like we had to light a paper towel and throw it in there.
In most gas grills, that starter thing, if you pop that thing out, there's a little battery in it. You just got to change the battery. It's like a AA battery.
You're really upset about this charcoal and.
What makes you say that?
Look at you.
I think Marty's starting to get on the right track.
You can't. But here's the thing, dude.
It's like your me time.
It's the same thing. Like what we do shouldn't affect you. So just say, all right, you guys are idiots. I'm gonna go do my charcoal. Wait 45 minutes till they turn from black to white, which they do.
That is smart. What other people do shouldn't affect you, right?
Yeah. Everyone's gonna fucking keep throwing
Come on,
stones.
that's just you gotta go. I thought you were going with it.
I thought you were making a joke.
Oh yeah, I thought you were doing it yourself.
No.
We were with you there.
Yeah, I wasn't on you. I thought we were going together.
Here's how this show's gonna work from now on. I'm telling all of you. And Stanko, you fucking keep giggling too. If I go from step 1 to step 2, you motherfuckers can't cut my legs out and put me back to level -3. Okay? That's how this is.
We thought we were stepping with you.
I thought we were in unison there. I did.
No, I understand what he's saying. When you said it, I was like, that's a funny joke, Rico.
No. What I mean though is with food, like the thing with food, like in all honesty, yeah, it is. It's a funny joke. I get it now. But like in all honesty, like whatever people eat, if like
I agree with you. Where people like get really pissed off about what people put on a hot dog, I'm like,
just like in general, yeah.
I like ketchup. Why
people are like, I love spinach. I love the spinach. To me, looks like wet socks. I wouldn't eat it at gunpoint.
Yeah,
you want to eat it? Whatever.
I would rather die than.
If I invite you
looks
all,
like wet socks.
If I invite you all to my house for dinner, which I will never fucking do,
which is bizarre because you had somebody else at your house for dinner on a holiday.
I was gonna say
no
that
names.
I would have never dessert.
First of all, no, Rico. That's the I invite people to my to house for holiday. People that can't go home, I invite them, but nobody ever comes. I haven't had anybody over at my house.
Yeah, it's an empty gesture. Which is
never had anybody at your house for dinner.
I don't think so.
Okay, all right. You're blocking that one out. Like Germany, 1939 to 1944. Just
Was
doesn't
it?
exist.
I don't remember. I don't know who's talking about who I had over for dinner.
Only one I can think of is that you invited Mincy.
I invited Mintz and I invited Tico for Thanksgiving dinner.
Wait, Mincy didn't go
No, he didn't go.
2 years ago?
2 years ago. I invited him, but he didn't go.
Okay. So then that's me being misinformed. The way he
What
laid
a
it out
nice
was that he
gesture.
went. He has said on airwaves, "Yeah, I had a really nice dinner with the Walker family."
Oh no, yeah, I invited him, and that was a real joke. I would have had.
Yeah. Thanksgiving, you shouldn't be alone.
Yeah.
Brandon, you want to get really mad about steaks one last time?
Yeah.
He really didn't go. I thought he went.
There's a guy at this company. I'm not going to name their name, but they make steak in the air fryer every night for dinner.
That's a
Can I guess?
bit much.
Yeah, you can guess.
Philly football.
Is it Travie for the boys?
No, it's not Travis for the boys, but that's close.
Philly football's a good guess.
Is it Jack McCarthy?
No.
Duke.
Jack doesn't eat.
Jack McCarthy. He gets it. Fuck, he's his own chef.
Dad flies it in.
Yeah. What?
Dad flies in cows, and they go in the yard and fucking pick the meat.
It's just you go to the airport and a cow's being let off the
It
plane.
is.
There's nothing better than that Walk the Line episode where he just was walking outside and he has a bus. in
Showed
his
us his
backyard.
a bus. This was in quarantine. We're just sitting. I'm sitting on my deck. I don't know where Marty is. And Jack, go outside. Let's see. Well, he gave us a tour of the house, and his house was insane. He's like, Jack, go outside. And he goes outside, and he turns, and there's a goddamn bus in the driveway.
What do you mean a bus?
It was in
A
the
bus,
backyard.
like an RV bus, like a
An RV.
like a
That's
big,
sick.
not even an RV, but it was a bus. It was
Yeah.
it was like a
Like a
celebrity
Greyhound bus?
Like a tour bus.
a celebrity's tour bus.
Yeah.
like the bus we would have to go.
Got it,
yeah.
got it.
They just had it.
So just for his family to like travel and such.
Where Jack
Like a
stores his
Sprinter?
Instagram models. Not allowed in the house.
We haven't talked about.
Also, shout out Stanko.
Can I just talk about? We often talk about bad beats on this show.
You want to just do a nonce? Piss the viewers right off? Just
I think
no sports at all.
think
22 minutes in, no sports.
I think it's
They
a little
gotta-
late
And
for
also,
that.
we haven't tried to do that.
they're already pissed. So,
Yeah.
last night I had one of the most whirlwind.
Let's bring Frank in.
Am I allowed to talk?
No, not today.
Something happened
talk
in like
about-
the
let's
last
talk
10
about
minutes. He just got his
Marty's bad beat.
fastball all of a sudden. Rico's got his fastball.
I'm trying. It's low 70s. If
Megan,
I throw 90, I might die.
Megan, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there, you know.
I had a bad night last night. I'll say it.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, let's talk about Marty and
I
that
did
that,
too.
that number, that 3 that just was chucked up for absolutely no reason.
I don't like to do this, but Arkansas's got no juice. Arkansas is just a team. You're going to keep falling in love with them. They got nothing.
Just watch. Just watch.
No, they got nothing,
That-
boys.
But you can.
Tough
I
to
think.
beat
I think
it.
I've said it. But
Let's
these
win at
like,
Tennessee.
that's a Tennessee spot. Like 9, 10.
But you've fallen in love. He's fallen in love with this idea of Arkansas, this preseason idea of Arkansas we have, but that's just not who they are.
I do
They're
think they
getting
could
back.
make a run.
They got to get back to Maui, Arkansas.
That's a long way away.
Is
They're
that
all back though.
I also will say this, and I think Musselman's a great coach. Obviously, we like him. Tournament's a bitch. He caught a couple of breaks in the last 2 years to make those big runs.
I mean, you can't say
barely beat New Mexico State
They
last year?
got to the Elite Eight last year.
Yeah, 2 Elite Eights.
That's I mean, what do we?
The first year, it was a war with Texas Tech. That game goes to a coin flip.
Yeah, but they won. Like, I don't think we could
Texas
say.
Tech was a really good team.
Yeah,
I
Texas
mean,
Tech was a Mac McClung team,
Yes,
right?
and they got all the breaks. What I'm saying is the tournament's a bitch. Sometimes those breaks eventually go against you.
Oh no, that's fair. But also,
So, like,
Yeah, but
I also could even in that New Mexico game. I remember the game I bet New Mexico. They had that guard that dropped like he was like unconscious. I hear you though. Like
yeah, but I think that every champion
go both ways.
I
I
mean,
hear
that's
you.
like every Super Bowl. If someone's gotten lucky, it's like there's the.
yeah,
I'm
but
sure that
do you get lucky every year? That's all.
I'm sure Kansas. What was their road last year? Kansas's road, like
Not
Villanova
not
wasn't.
as easy as people think. I
think
mean, they
it's
got a
pretty easy.
16, and you're gonna get an 8 or a 9, whatever Creighton was. So they didn't. The first weekend went to par. Sweet 16 was Providence, who was a 5 over a 4.
Providence was also like the luckiest team last year.
Sure, fair. You can only
That's a
play who
easy-
seeded you though.
That's the same thing for
And
Arkansas.
then I think Miami was a 6, Ev, if I'm right. 7.
No, they were like an 11.
yeah, they were
'Cause they were like I
They were an
won
11
money off them
or a
because I picked like a double digit.
Kansas. That's the thing. Kansas
Oh, I
got
think
lucky as
Miami.
well.
Well, I remember
Or a
Miami
10
being
maybe?
Miami had to have been
Maybe
a
a
10 because they
Maybe a
beat
10.
Auburn.
10.
Yeah, so
10,
all right,
they
so
were 10,
10 in the
they were
Elite
10.
8.
That's a lucky draw as well. Like that's just what I think.
I mean, tournaments are, luck is just inherently in tournaments.
Yeah, and I don't think that should be. against. But I don't know. They had the second best recruiting class, so they should step up soon.
I'm with you. I think they can make a run. I'm not deterred by.
When's it gonna happen?
See, but my thing is like in the tournament, they're never gonna have to go and play in like a Tennessee environment. Like, I think that like it's really tough to win on the road in these games. Like they're never gonna have to do that in the tournament.
At least be competitive in the Tennessee environment.
Well, I mean, they just played at Alabama and lost by 3.
Alabama's a different animal right now. Alabama's a wounded animal.
But that's
still a great team,
and
though.
it's a tough
one of the best
environment
teams.
there. I want to talk about.
I don't think Alabama. Just real quick, just knowing the SEC, Coleman Coliseum in Alabama is nowhere close to Thompson Bowling Arena as far as tough environments. Not even remotely close.
Fair. No,
All
that's
right,
fine.
Continue.
Bud Walton's tough.
Bud Walton's Bud Walton and Rupp are the two best.
Yeah.
Bud Walton, pound for pound, is the toughest.
Yeah. There's a team that we talked about yesterday a little bit, but they're number 6 in the country and 40-1 to win the
Marquette?
championship. Yep. Why is they getting so? Because I know they weren't picked. They were picked to finish 10th in the Big East, but they're number 6 in the country, 40-1. I think you're crazy not to throw something on there. I threw them
They're
on there
still
yesterday.
40-1.
I threw it literally last night. I threw $100 on them.
When I talked to Fran Fraschilla, he gave them out like a month and a half ago. They were still 40-1.
Fanta did the
Gonna
same
pick that
thing.
name up.
Don't.
You dropped a name.
If you're gonna throw a flag, throw a double foul at least.
He didn't drop a name.
I said Fanta.
I thought he was talking about the drink.
So he's talking about
I have
the
a
drink.
question.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
If it's not Houston that wins, do you think it'll be a team from the Big 12 or the Big East? Because I do.
I would lean towards Big 12. I mean, Kansas is
I'm
going to be my pick to win it.
so far out on Houston. It's incredible.
Well, I feel like they just have the pedigree. It's in Houston. Like, it looks like all of the cards have lined up in their favor. But, I mean, they do play a very weak ACC. And, I mean, as I said, I think the Big 12 and the Big East are just two complete powerhouses, and you can get a lot of value, especially in the Big East right now, as Marty just alluded to with Marquette. But that's just, I'm not sold on Houston, but I do think that like all of the cards like are there. It would make sense.
It's just like I just feel like the obvious pick always struggles or something.
I didn't put any money on them.
Because
But
as of recent, Houston, we're all like kind of like, oh fuck, look at Houston there. They're in Final Four.
do you think they're
Elite
just
Eights.
like playing with their food right now, though, kind of like Georgia was like for football?
That's a good
I
point.
don't,
Like that.
because I just think that they don't really that conference is god awful. Like Georgia at least had some tests.
I just think you're giving them the Gonzaga treatment a little early. Like I think they deserve a couple more years to like really, like they've already made some deep runs.
Well, we're
and I
not
think
going to
they're
have
not-
to give it to them because they're changing conferences, so it'll be like they'll play. But,
I think you lean too heavily on the bad conference thing.
it's been a
Teams can
fact.
come from bad conferences.
It's been a fact for the past 20 years.
Not really, because Gonzaga played for 2 national titles. The fact they didn't win
Yeah.
them, I mean,
But that's what we're talking about, winning the whole thing.
yeah, but they could have. They were right there. Like Gonzaga's
They had
conference.
no excuses.
Gonzaga's conference has not held it back in March Madness.
We've seen Butler go to 2 national titles.
Yeah, like that's just not a
was
thing.
But the winner is a thing. We're talking about winners here.
Yeah,
No, I hear
technically,
what you're
yes.
saying, but I think
That's
I think it's hard to like
something that-
totally discredit somebody for going to Final Fours.
I'm not discredited. Like, obviously it's impressive, but it also does go into where like Kansas has been battle tested every fucking night. Again, when it's against the 12th team or it's the number 2 team, because they're always one. Houston has not. They haven't had to play 6 games in a row. Kansas plays 6 games in a row like a tournament, and it's against fucking really hard teams. Where Houston it's a breeze.
I
But
agree with,
usually, sorry, go ahead, Ev.
I agree with I would take I will take Kansas like over Houston to win because of the battle tested, but I don't know. Like I just think it's a very like what was I gonna say? I don't know. I just think like just to not write them off because or this is what I was gonna say. I think that like it's different with the NCAA tournament because it's like it's such a good like playoff system because it's kind of like the one tournament where it's like set up for the best team not to win or not you know what I'm saying? Like
The best team doesn't always
the
win.
best team is not always going to win because it's set up very like
Yeah, it's luck.
it's
Do you
very
think
like
he's-
the way it can happen.
These teams in the Big 12 that like are battle tested, like, do you think that they're going to have, I guess my thing is, I feel like they're going to go in with a better core, but then you're going to get these teams that like a Houston that might have the luck on their side because they haven't had to fucking like grind out so many wins within their own conference.
There is an element to that burnout that she's talking about. Like when the Big East was Rock'em Sock'em Robots in 08 and 09, you watched, and it was just a war to get through that. You watch, like, the guys were bruised up. There were a lot of minutes on those guys. Like, those teams didn't always do well. I could see a little bit of that in the Big 12.
There's a conference that hasn't won in 23 years. And one team that everyone's kind of been rallying around recently lost by 30 to an 8 seed. Yes.
Talking about the Big Ten, right?
Yeah, in Indiana.
Big Ten is just
At home.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Big Ten's not going to help themselves with seeds. They're
Don't worry
gonna
about the Big Ten.
Close seeds, 6, 7s, 10s.
Indiana goes on the road on Saturday, beats their rival, beats a top 10 team convincingly, comes home and just doesn't compete, just absolutely gets throttled by Iowa.
That's what they do.
So
I also just shot the lights out.
Well, here's the thing.
okay. Well,
You're gonna have games.
the job is to make them not shoot the lights out.
It's a little bit of a law.
It's basketball. You're going to have games like that.
Have you been following Iowa on the road the last couple of games? The splits were horrific. They were horrific on the road. They could not have gotten to a spot where they could have shot any worse. They were due to have a big game on the road.
Guys, you got 40 minutes. You go out there, you make them uncomfortable, you make them miss shots.
They were due.
I can't just take the excuse. Oh, they were hitting everything. Well, make them not hit everything. How about that?
But you're being a little like it's basketball. You're gonna have nights.
Yeah, if you lose, Big Ev. If
You're gonna have nights
if
where
you lose
they're
by
a
6.
good shooting
If you lose by
team.
6, fine. They lost by 30.
Yeah, but what about
I was
their,
a good shooting team.
What about
for
their
6 games
had a
was
bad
shooting
game?
like shit.
what about their
Water
team
finds
only
its level.
scoring 60 points?
Right.
That's
Yeah, so they had a
still
bad
They were not competitive. They shot well. Great. I got to compete.
Yeah, I'm saying
I'm at home.
They had a shitty game, but I'm saying you're acting like a team's like, and I'm not saying Indiana's gonna like win nothing big, but I don't know. I think you can't just like throw them in the trash because of a bad game.
No, but if we're talking about stringing 6 games together, like Marty was in the Big Ten, Saturday I watched them go to Purdue and win, and they follow that up with the all-time stinker. Like that doesn't give me a lot of confidence.
But no one's
Almost
comparing
everyone in the
Kansas to
country
Indiana.
has had a stinker. Everybody. Alabama got waxed by Oklahoma. Kansas got waxed by somebody that
You're always going to have a stinker, but Indiana has had a lot of stinkers, though. Like, they have had a bunch where they're like, they're very just not consistent, and that's a problem for the
I
tournament.
have a question.
Then that's a different conversation. The one stinker is
one's-
you can write off. You're right. When you do the ebb and flows, that's why Iowa State to me is dead. I hope Iowa State gets a high seed.
Megan,
I'll
go.
fade them.
I just wanted to ask how far do you guys think a Big Ten team will go in the tournament, and which one will it be?
Can I be honest with you guys?
What?
I just look at teams individually, and I don't really consider the conference as much. If I'm picking a Big Ten team, I kind of like people are absolutely selling on Purdue. I feel like Purdue would be my pick to be the longest lasting Big Ten team in the tournament.
You're not wrong about like. It seems like everyone's like
People have absolutely thrown them out.
giving up on them because of past
It's obvious.
failures.
It's just because the amount of times that you've been like, all right, this is Purdue's going to the Final Four, and then it's like they do this. They're starting to do the same thing they do every year, where they're kind of fading off a little bit. Like last year was their year.
But the best way to make deep runs in March is to be good every year, right? And sometimes you're going to go and you're going to be Virginia. You're going to get beat about 20 to a 1 seed. And then sometimes when you break through, you break through. Like, it only takes one tournament run to change every narrative you've ever had.
It's going to be it's a test for the guards, the freshman guards, and I think they have guys last year. Jay Nivey and then Edey and then Williams having all those, not enough ball. These freshman guards will throw the ball to Edey every single time, and they go through him. It just depends on him. It's not a bad
He gets
point.
2 fouls, and he's like, again, in the first 5 minutes, he's done. Like,
Yeah,
what
but
do
he
you-
doesn't, Megan. He doesn't get fouls. If you look,
He's gonna get fouls in the tournament. It's a Big Ten team, and they're gonna be on a neutral site. Like that's
very, very possible. I think he does a really good job avoiding fouls.
There's another
That's
team.
part of the plan. Well, let's look at the Big Ten overall. Like, who are you hanging your hat on as elite? It's really only Indiana and Purdue. Are you putting Maryland? Look at the teams at the top of the Big Ten are a lot of overachievers. Like Northwestern's in line for a double bye or the 5 seed. You really
Which is
buying them?
insane.
Illinois has been up and down. Like, I don't know. I think
Michigan is tied for second in the Big Ten.
and people are going to say it's a homer. I'm not saying a run, but Iowa showed you last night that when they play fast and they can shoot, they can be a nightmare matchup for somebody.
Did y'all see the Iowa guy get a technical foul for blowing a kiss?
Yes.
to the
Yeah,
crowd?
that's awesome to do. That's worth it.
I understand not taunting the players you're playing against. He turned to the student section, who I'm sure was saying shit all night, and blew him a kiss. That shouldn't be a technical foul.
No.
Let them
That's
have some
weak.
fun. Let the
That's
boys have some
soft.
fun.
There
It's a
is.
soft tech.
You brought up a
Boys.
team though that I is very up and down. I can't figure out, but I do. They are a team I think you have to watch out for is Illinois, because they have two guys that have been through the tournament. One guy who won the tournament, like they're struggling a little bit, but then they also show a lot of promise. That's a good long shot.
Yeah, I mean, they
Illinois.
beat Texas. I watched them beat Texas. They're good.
They're a good long shot.
I think Northwestern can be pesky, but I just think the Big Ten is like a lot of like you really have to talk yourself into a lot of these teams. I don't think they're
All right, let me
cold-blooded championship picks.
Let me rapid fire around some sports a little bit. One of the bigger stories today is, in the SEC, well, not in the SEC, but at the NFL Combine, Jalen Carter, who potentially could have been the number one pick, could still be the number one pick. We found out today that he's got charges coming out of Athens for his potential role in the car. I don't know about accident. In the fatal wreck that happened, I guess about 6 weeks ago, that claimed the life of a recruiting coordinator and a player at Georgia. Turns out, it looks like allegedly that they were racing. It was a racing situation. They were weaving in and out of traffic, going 85, going 100.
I didn't know the situations were tied. Holy shit.
What?
When Ev was explaining the story to me today, I thought he got just in trouble for racing. I did not know that it was tied.
He was racing during the event that led to
that's crazy.
Now, this is crazy coming on the back of the Brandon Miller thing last week. I think this is something that makes headlines, but I don't know that this is something that's going to either hurt his stock long term or really even like he and some other college people were doing something very stupid. They were racing. I don't know that rises to the level of character issues, in my opinion. I don't know about what you guys think.
Maturity levels.
Yeah, it's maturity levels, but I don't know. Like we've all raced, right? We've all raced our cars against people. I think every human boy that grows up in 16, 17, 18, 19, he's going to race against somebody. It's very stupid.
Or just go fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid. Very
I've
dumb.
never liked going fast. It freaks me out. I don't like that.
I was a little bit of a
These little
pussy. I think
pods, like going 60 miles an hour, just like.
We used to
I hit like 95 once on the highway. I'm like, this ain't for me. I was just terrified.
we get off of high school and we drive out to Hazelwood
dirt
Road.
road.
Hazelwood Road was a mile straight away, and we'd just go.
I convinced my friend Steve Sirico that I had a button in my car that would be NOS, but it ran on milk, and I had this whole thing, and I was going 90 and a 30 at one point. Got pulled over.
Were the people at your school dumber than you?
Yeah. It was, but it was fun. It was fun bit till I
You
got
can't
pulled
really
over.
race as a city kid.
I guess so.
You
We
know,
had wide open spaces.
I had some roads.
Yeah, like
We had a
didn't have
bridge
shit.
that they would do at home.
New
It's just like
faces.
a straight bridge.
Your answer to that is that nothing's going to be affected by it.
Yeah, I think. Although the fact that it dropped 15 minutes before he was about to go on his interviews at the NFL Combine was just diabolical by somebody.
Yeah.
Some on a podium.
A lot of teams are going to do the fake, like, oh, we got to reassess, but then they're going to do the same thing that's happening with Brandon Miller. He's a top 5 pick, and they're going to help their team win Super Bowl, make money. They're going to take him.
There's going to be some teams. There's some teams right now between 5 and 10. They're just like,
Yeah, it's like, please let him drop.
this guy, this son of a bitch. You can't sign him.
We could all agree no sports teams have any morals.
I don't think he leaves his top 4.
Oh, no chance.
And that's where it's great. Like
It's fucked up, but
a
it's
team like the Giants can be like, oh, like, you know what? He's not for us.
Yeah, like, well, you scumbags will take him.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like,
we're
if
up.
we had top
We're sitting here
4?
at 25. He's off our board.
Yeah, I would never take him.
Last night in the NBA, Nikola Jokic had his 100th triple-double.
There you go, jerking him off again.
I have a segment I want to do about him. Actually,
We're going. First of all, the Nuggets are in first place in the West. They're 5 games clear of anybody else. They're having a remarkable year. He's averaging 24, 15, and 10. I think we can jerk him off. Secondly, it's his 100th triple-double, making him 6th all-time. He's 28 years old, 6th all-time. Who are the 5 players? This is a little trivia break. Who are the 5 players with more triple-doubles than Nikola Jokic?
so,
Active?
I think I know the 4.
No, all-time.
Kareem
I know the
Abdul-Jabbar.
4.
Oh.
Will Chamberlain averaged the triple-double.
Oscar.
Oscar is number 2 all time.
Russell Westbrook.
Is number 1 all time.
Jason Kidd.
Number 4 all time.
Magic Johnson.
Are you ruining this?
Wasn't it
Good
Wilt?
job, Ev. That's on fire.
I truly just know it.
Number 3 all time.
Wilt.
What did I say? 4? I said 4.
Wilt is right behind him at 7.
So I said 4 of the 5.
You said the top 4. You did not say number 5. Pretty easy.
Who was the one who averaged?
Oh, is it LeBron?
Yeah.
Averaged 50 points for a season.
That's Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay, and he didn't.
Oscar averaged a triple double.
Oscar averaged
Oscar
triple double.
averaged
Russell has 2 now.
Wilt Chamberlain had 78 triple doubles in his career. Anybody want to name 8, 9, and 10? The next 3 all time in triple doubles. This is a lot harder. 1 active, 2 active, 1 not active.
LeBron's probably got to have a ton of.
Well, LeBron's got 106. He's number 5.
LeBron.
Oh, 5. Sorry.
Jokic is 100. He's 6th. Wilt is 7th, and then 8, 9, and 10. 8's active, 9 retired, 10 active.
What number was Westbrook?
Number 1.
Okay.
198 triple doubles.
Did Ginobili fuck around, sneak up there?
No, he
One's
did not.
active, huh?
2 are active.
2 are active.
Giannis?
No.
James Harden.
James Harden is
good.
number 8.
That's good.
James Harden is number 8.
Go from fucking
That boy
left
Cinco.
field.
73. That leaves 1 retired player and 1 active player.
Steph Curry?
No.
Steve Nash.
No. Also no.
I think
I don't know.
Some rebounding guards.
Steve Nash is a decent if you go the Steve Nash route of skin color, you'll
Dirk?
find one.
Jason Kidd.
Dirk?
First of all, I said go the Steve Nash route of skin color, and your next guess was Jason Kidd.
That's really
I also
funny.
said Jason Kidd already.
And Jason Kidd is number 4.
Pete Maravich.
No, God damn it. Let's move on. Y'all got to
That's
get this
so
right.
Pete.
Well, you said white.
I said Dirk.
White and active?
Oh, I said White and retired.
Oh. Stockton?
Larry Bird.
Thank you, Megan. God damn it.
You're welcome.
All right, and the last one, I'll just say this is active. He is 24 years old. He already has 56 triple doubles. Luka Doncic is probably going to go way high up this list. 24 years old. He's got 56 triple doubles. Is that incredible?
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. For reference, LeBron, who's number 5, has 106, and he's 38.
I feel like LeBron's the king of having like 25, 10, and 9.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got a million of those.
Yeah. And I don't think LeBron chases triple doubles.
No, I don't think he does. Like
Westbrook,
Westbrook used to Westbrook would be like wrestling the rebounds with teammates.
Yeah, Westbrook, his entire goal is to get a triple double.
There's a crazy number about Jokic this year too, being like there's something like 15 games where he's one like counting statistics short of a triple double, where he's like had 9 assists or 9 rebounds.
Yeah, he's incredible. Just setting the NBA up for the rest of the year. Right now, the Bucks have won 15 in a row. I don't know if you guys are paying attention. The Bucks have taken the number 1 seed. It's nip and tuck with the Celtics. So it's Bucks, Celtics, Sixers, Cavs in the East. That's your top 4. Knicks have won 6 in a row.
Yeah, it's Josh Hart
well.
undefeated.
Knicks have won. They beat the Celtics the other night. They got the Nets at home tonight, I believe. The Knicks are in the 5 seed. That would line them up with the Cavs, which would be a phenomenal little series there. The Nets are 6th. The Nets at 6 are very interesting. The Nets have basically given away everybody, and they gave away everybody on a team that was right in the mix for the playoffs. They're right in the mix
They
for
were real up there.
yeah, and they're probably still gonna make the playoffs.
I don't
they
hate
should.
the Nets
Probably
like
should.
their core now.
Yeah.
With like Bridges.
I like Bridges.
They just have some good players. They don't have any
Yeah, like
stars.
they don't. If they can get, and they had the stars that they gave away, but they're obviously nuts. I don't know. They have a little.
So we've been
Nice team.
talking about the confetti picture, obviously Super Bowl, NCAA tournament, right?
Yeah.
You look at the NBA. I know the Bucks broke through. The Celtics make sense. Sixers make sense. You start to look at the West. Nuggets, Grizzlies, Kings,
Yeah.
even the Suns. I know the Suns are loaded.
Suns are gonna win.
Suns for sure.
And definitely not the Clippers or the 6. Like,
No.
do a lot of those teams, can you see those teams?
Okay, so here's the team. I think the Nuggets are the next one. I think the
Suns.
Suns are probably the favorite right now because of the star power they got. But the Nuggets are just lapping the field in the West. They have the best player there, and they're really good around him. I think it's going to come down to Nuggets, Suns in the West. I think one of them's going to take out the Warriors. And
The
then,
Warriors fuck around and get back to the 5?
yeah, they're at 5 right now.
Am I seeing that correctly?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They don't care until a little.
I'm saying wait till they pull up on Denver in the second.
Well, let me ask you this:
beat them 4-1.
Could you potentially right now? The Suns are 33-29. The Warriors are 32-30.
Yeah.
Could you see somebody fucking around and trying to get the 6 to get the Kings as the 3? Instead of going head to head with the Suns.
You might say that
5 and holding Denver in the semis.
Here's the thing. You might be right because the Suns are not really a typical 4 seed with the talent they've got. But I don't know that anybody's going to want to line up with that 3 Kings either. Like they're good. But they don't seem good, but they're good.
You have to go up against the Kings, like in the playoffs. You better be prepared to score 125 points.
I'd prefer to go up against the Kings than the Suns, obviously.
I'd much rather go against the Kings who haven't done it yet. Don't get me wrong, like they're dangerous, but you got Durant, you got Terrence Ross now, you got Chris Paul. Like in the first series, coming off of a bunch of guys for the Warriors being out, coming back into it, like I don't know. I think I'd rather take a shot against the Kings and teach them like, hey, it's welcome to the NBA.
We also got to see if the Suns how they fit. Like
today,
Today, KD's plays.
Yeah. So how are they gonna figure it all out? I guess if he's playing now, they got time. They got
I think
6 weeks.
I'm not the biggest Chris Paul guy, but Chris Paul in his career now, he doesn't need the ball. He will pass that thing to whoever he needs to. I think they're going to be completely fine.
I just don't. Boy, if he doesn't get something done with this team, you can't win a championship with Chris Paul as
That's a fact. Yeah, no, he should. I have a quick question before we do picks.
The music was only 11 minutes early, so it's fine.
So Disney World, right?
What?
Supposedly.
I didn't hear the music.
There is no music playing.
No, I heard something.
You absolutely played the music.
We did not play a thing.
All right.
Hold on, Marty. The producer, the music played.
There is not. We didn't hear any music. There's no music playing.
I'm telling you.
Rico, did you play the music?
No, it's
I heard a dud.
It's that thing. The hangers out there. They just did it again. It sounded like the beginning of our song.
No, I heard the music.
I could have sworn I heard it too.
If you look at Stenko's screen, this has been up the entire time. That's the computer monitor that controls the music.
Pat, did y'all hear the music?
Look at that fucking Mississippi bastard on that. Look at
Great
me
hair.
and my beard. Wow. God.
It's like what Sid grows up and looks
God,
like.
it's disgusting.
I think all 4 of those pictures look like Sid grown up.
Yeah. That's what COVID does to you. So real quick, Disney World. I don't know if it's true or fake, but I was thinking about this. So in 2024, supposedly Mickey Mouse is up. Like they lost the rights to Mickey Mouse or something in 2024.
Yeah, he's public domain now.
Yeah, and they're gonna change the Mickey Mouse to Emirates or whatever, the dragon.
Oh, fuck that.
What if college mascots went to free agency? Do you think like Uga would people would take Uga because just
Marty,
to
this
fuck
is
with
the
them?
dumbest thing you've ever said, and I love it.
Yeah,
Dude, it was really. I was checked out till he brought a draft aspect.
Yeah.
Anything with a fucking draft, you, we're all in.
All right,
Like,
imagine,
Ev is one of those guys. The whole time is silent. You think Ev's checked out, and Ev's going, "What about this?" And
But
he
you
brings
know
out
that's a
crazy
good question.
all right, I need to think about how this
What
would
about the
apply.
Stanford tree? Is that
My
a
team has a
sleeper?
real
Am I getting
tiger.
value with the
Yeah.
Stanford tree?
I actually on the dog. I did that draft and I drafted the Stanford tree.
Like imagine you're
One of my
taking
favorite picks,
your
actually.
rival's mascot and you just become them. That'd be electric.
I don't think you'd want to do that, but
Or you at least just take them
I
and
think
storm
if you're,
away.
and I don't want to use this example, but I think it's the best example. But if you're like Mississippi State and you're the Bulldogs,
Mm-hmm.
if you're Fresno State and you're the Bulldogs, and you can get Uga and Georgia's imagery, and maybe you do that. Maybe it's like you steal that.
Bring them down to Fresno.
But imagine you just
Imagine if Uga was just Fresno now.
Awesome.
But imagine you just took Uga and you're like Alabama or whatever, and it's like just that one game that you play each other in the championship, you have an Alabama jersey on Uga. That would piss them the fuck off.
Like the UMass Minutemen just
Becomes the UMass Ducks. They got the Oregon Duck.
right. I'm just
Riding in on a
I was
motorcycle.
going to say they were going to steal the Fighting Irish.
Yeah. Oh, well, that would work in UMass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Actually,
So,
another
given their
hypothetical.
background.
Then. That's a good. We should talk about that tomorrow if you could figure.
trying to
it out.
work my way into how that. Are we just talking about a mascot draft, or does it need to be a mascot draft with the right?
So what about
drafters?
Syracuse, the big orange? That's
Yeah, who's
Changing the giant-
got use for that? Who can?
Tennessee?
Here's a question I have.
Oh, fuck.
Tennessee taking the big orange.
Oh,
Sick.
That'd be awesome.
That would be sick. Everything's coming back, retro and shit, right?
Yeah.
Why doesn't anybody try to bring back that San Diego chicken? That was huge.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
70s.
By the way, this is my favorite Big F when he likes the topic and he just takes it. He's just taking it
Taking
in.
it all in.
He's just taking it in.
No, he's waiting. I'm telling you,
Right now?
he's waiting for a gem. There's a mascot we
What,
have.
what I was thinking of, imagine like you're playing Texas. You basically just steal Bevo, put him on your sideline.
Yeah.
I'm
But
thinking a lot of different
No,
things.
but I think if you take him, you have to become them. Like you have to become like Texas Tech would have to be the Longhorns.
Okay.
Texas A&M just shows up on Saturday as the Longhorns.
It's so funny to change
But
it.
see, and that, if that's what you're limited to, I think then you go more the Brenner route where you're like, all right, like any bulldog. I'm trying to just accumulate all the bulldogs.
Yeah.
So I can be the bulldog.
Yes.
Like if you're Missouri, right, and you just take LSU's Mike the Tiger.
Oh,
You
swindle
can't
his
do that.
ass.
Yeah, that'd be so sick.
Yeah. Now, what's Missouri got to lose?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody taking nothing from them.
Imagine these fucking.
Faces.
imagine
Hofstra is the pride. They should just collect every Lion mascot and show up to the gym with them just all
imagine
there.
these mascots going on a free agency tour.
So
just like
all right,
visiting.
this is we're spending way too much fucking time. But the people that control Mike the Tiger, is that an independent party? Could they go to free agency?
It's a veterinary
saying.
clinic. It's our veterinary school.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
But
Let's
imagine.
talk about Mike the Tiger for a second.
Okay, sure.
Kind of a bullshit mascot.
He lives a great life.
Sure.
But he doesn't. Y'all don't take him to games. He just stays in a cage all the time.
Why would you? First off, it's not a cage. You've been to LSU. You've seen it. It's a beautiful, beautiful structure. He's got an entire river.
You never
in
take him
it.
anywhere. You never take him. He never gets
Because
out.
it gives him anxiety. Why would we take a tiger and put him in
Wyoming
a
brings
little
both their horses to every game.
You don't know what
That's
gives a
valid.
tiger
Horses are
anxiety.
used to noise.
You don't know what gives a tiger
It's
anxiety.
an endangered animal. We're not
They
going
have
to bring it
LSU,
into.
They give him a very nice place to live.
It's a
That's-
cat.
It's
Just give it like a
pretty lovely.
scratching board and some yarn.
He does have a nice
That's
water.
what
He's
they
got a
do.
lot of area to play in.
Do you think a football team takes a chance on Mickey Mouse? I
Maybe
think
the
if you're a
Seminoles
mid-major,
are
you
like-
got to take a chance on.
No,
Mickey.
what, hold on. I'm
Gators?
trying to think of
Just all mascots are open.
Like,
now.
what if-
you can have Captain Crunch? Fucking
like Pepperdine. What's stopping Pepperdine from just becoming the Pepperdine Mickey Mouses?
They'd be a lot more marketable.
The Waves is pretty good though.
I just use them because they're in LA or close.
Pepperdine's supposed to be the most beautiful campus in the country, right?
Yeah, it is.
Northern Kentucky Mickey Mouse.
Electric.
Yeah, Pepperdine's in Malibu. Right.
That's what I'm worried.
Yeah,
Like, what,
like the-
with NIL on these kids, why don't these kids, especially now, they're all playing AAU, they're all friends. Just get 5 of the recruits and be like, we're gonna go do the Fab Five in fucking Pepperdine. If it doesn't work out, we're still all going to the NBA, but there's gonna be a view of the beach, smokes, and a ton of money in Malibu. Reality show probably like.
This
That'd
this
be
has
one of my
either been
best
the
questions, by the way.
yeah this whole show's just been question after question. They've all been terrible but awesome.
Yeah, it's the best.
Being like the Goofies.
That'd be,
It's just
told
like your
you.
whole
I
student section
fucking
chanting
told you
like
you had one.
yuck, 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 just from the student section.
Yeah, it'd be so sick.
Now I want to know what cartoon character I would steal.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, like going like Mario.
Bugs Bunnies.
Yeah, like
Tasmanian
there's-
Devil would be a good one.
Oh,
That would be-
Scooby Doo for sure.
Imagine
Oh,
there's
Scooby-Doo
just a
sucks.
team that has the old guy from Up, and he just keeps going on the balloon.
Oh my God!
It's not
Stop.
a mascot. though.
Being like,
Stop,
being like
he's
the
just
You gotta draw the
Separate.
line.
Could be.
being like the Luigi's.
We're just
Oh my God! Imagine Italian theme night,
That's
the
what I'm
Mario and
saying.
Luigi's.
Imagine Rutgers is
I was gonna say Rutgers.
Mario and Luigi's.
Rutgers
No, they would
Luigi's.
have to be
It's not
Mario and
both.
Luigi.
Yeah.
shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. God damn it,
Rutgers would be fucking electric.
so sick.
Marty. What are your picks for tonight?
Don't even say them. Just keep talking about mascots.
The NJIT.
I got Providence minus 3.5. I got Alabama Dumbos. I got Notre Dame plus 4.5. Texas plus 2.5, and Northwestern minus 4.
The Texas. What was that bull movie that John Cena was in? Ferdinand. The Texas Ferdinands. Go ahead.
Big cards. I'm on Providence in the over, Auburn in the over, Notre Dame in the over, at Kansas State. They're my dark horse. Penn State, LSU, and TCU at home gets a big W. or Storm Chasers?
I'm fading the Storm Chasers. I think the Storm Chasers had a great thing going, and I think we handed it off, and I think they're going to bring bad luck.
TCU I would have taken regardless, but of the Storm Chasers or not. But I'm really.
I just don't know who chose to go to Texas A&M Ole Miss last night. That was just a crazy game, Coach.
There
wasn't really other options.
I'm getting kicked out of the student section when there's 25 people in the entire stadium was very funny.
I'll take K-State, Oklahoma over. I agree with you, Ev. Noel can go off. They're really good. Keontae Johnson. And Gonzaga plays Chicago State tonight in a tune-up game, senior night. I'll take their team total over. I think they're just going to be fucking doing whatever they want all night long.
Megan.
They'll be checked out on defense, high scoring. Give me that.
I'm on Xavier plus a 3.5. They're my dark horse, and I had picked them from the beginning to win it all. So if they win tonight, I feel good about my bet. If not, then I feel like I've thrown a lot of money away. So Xavier plus 3.5. I got Fordham plus 3.5. Tulane minus 6.5, and I also have a parlay coming out, which is Pitt money line, K-State money line, and Texas plus the 2.5.
When you say you picked Xavier to win it all, you mean the NCAA championship?
Yep.
What's wrong with you?
I got him at 50.
I really liked him in the beginning of the year. I got him like 61 and 41.
I got him at 55.
I have two NBA plays. One is the Thunder -1, and the other one is the.
You got it.
It is the. Can you showed everybody else theirs?
I didn't export your graphic.
Tell me who it is.
I was doing a lot.
Cavs?
It was Cavaliers.
Cavs, yeah.
Pistons plus 6 tonight.
Oh, that's your pick?
Pistons plus 6.
Huh.
Also, homework for tomorrow. Everyone bring the perfect match of cartoon character and school.
By the way,
Okay.
first of all, you played the music 15 minutes ago. Why aren't you playing it now?
There was no music playing.
You played the music played.
There's no music playing now.
Perfect. All right, so perfect school and mascot.
Yeah, perfect school and like cartoon mascot pair.
You don't want to do don't do a professional franchise.
You know, do what you want.
No,
Go.
college. You're right. College.
Thanks, Megan. The Yak is up next.
It was fun.